Hey there, horror fans. It's your buddy Phil here, and I'm back at it today on a Thursday morning, afternoon, I don't even know. It's Thursday, and welcome to my live chat. Just going to share out my stream a couple places here, guys. Give me a couple minutes. What's up, guys? What is up? Shar has entered into the fun. She says, hello, my friend. Hugs. Have Cheetah will view. Morning, Phil. What's up? Glenn, what's up? Glenn, super jealous of your Elmer. That thing is awesome. Half Cheetah says, ring the bell. Michael says, really, Phil? You had to wear that shirt. That's the only 88 films of Blu-ray I need to be current with my collection and can't find it. LOL. Just before dawn. I thought it was don't go in the woods alone. Don't go in the woods alone. You got it? Perfect. Perfect. I'm expecting a big delivery today, so stay tuned to my channel for an epic unboxing of grand proportions later today. With my help, thank you, no problem. What's up, Shin? Phil, my friend, and chat. How y'all doing? We're good, man. I can't speak for everyone in the chat, but I'm doing okay. Michael, do not ask people to sub you in the chat. Visit my channel. Don't use the S word in the chat. Cheetah says, hey, Derek. Shin says, can't stay long, digging out this nor'easter. Yeah, I heard you guys got a lot of snow. Q says, hey, all liked and shared. Happy face. That's awesome. Can't wait until your mail comes. Me too. Shar says, okay, smiley face. She's going to come visit your channel there, Michael, but don't say the S word in the chat. Maybe I'll get double mail today because a delivery company is delivering the big package. And then I still got mail, so there might be more than one unboxing today. How's Cheetah feeling today? Any better? Michael says, check your messages. Instagram, we got 15 inches of snow. Doesn't compare to the 28 inches we got one year, but that's besides the point. Yeah, that's nothing. When we got snow, our cars were buried. Glenn says, Vinegar Syndrome, Phil. Nope, the big package is not Vincent. And my Vincent from the Black Friday sale hasn't even shipped yet, so. Cheetah says, better, thanks for asking, my friend. Yes, Cheetah, hope you're doing well. Michael got that about 10 years ago, yeah. Cars were like, you'd see like the roof of cars and a bit of the top of the windows, and that was it. Like, they were buried. And then snow on top of the cars. It was freaking crazy. Work was shut down for 3 days. Basically, our whole city of 400,000 was shut down for 3 days. Shin says, good to hear. Michael says, Vinegar Syndrome finally shipped. Glad you got a shipping notice. I have not. I want a shipping notice. But I'm a very patient guy, so I really could care less. Choking on my coffee. Uncut, humongous. It's loose, it's angry, and it's getting hungry. Here are the monster's little toys. Once they were little girls and boys. Humongous, uncut, on DVD. Always been meaning to upgrade this to Blu-ray. Not too sure. I think maybe Arrow put it out. Who put this out? Scorpion. Humongous, uncut. It says, a group of teens on a boat find themselves in a fog-bound night only to run aground on the rocks of the mysterious Dog Island right before their boat goes up in flames. As they gather on the shoreline, one of them goes missing, another is critically injured, and four go searching for shelter. They discover a lone standing house in the middle of nowhere and decide to venture inside when no occupant answers. The teens soon ascertain that they are in more danger than they ever imagined, and any hope of a timely rescue is unlikely. Things go from bad to worse when the teens finally realize there's something else on the island growling in the night, and it ain't no dog. And it's hungry, from the creators of Prom Night, Paul Lynch and William Gray. Now see this cult classic, Uncut. Humongous. I haven't watched this in a quick minute. This is from Katrina's Nightmare Theater. Need to upgrade that to blue, so I don't know. I'll have to do some research and see what's out there. Shar says, subbed and followed on Instagram, Heroic Waffles. Glenn says, how about that Michael bust from Matt? Yeah, that was crazy. Michael says, "Hank you." Will from Chesterfield says, "Got the working man blues, brother Phil. Just wanted to say hey, and I hate missing the live chat." Well, thanks for coming out and saying hey. I appreciate you. Sheeta says, "Does YouTube not allow asking people to sub to other channels, or is it channel etiquette?" It's a little bit of both. YouTube does monitor the chat and any asking for subs on a live stream that's not a connect stream kind of gets frowned upon, and I don't really like it either. What is up, Casey Parsons? I hope you are doing well. Shout out to Casey Parsons, always present and accounted for. Q's review says, "Uh-oh, Shar, watch the S words, LOL. Cheetah says, "Hey, Q." Will says, "What's up, Phil fans? I got assigned Pieces of Talent DVD and Tetro Video Ultra Limited to 100 hard boxes and Shark, Sonoma, and Del Rio in yesterday." Q's review says, "Been wanted to watch Humongous." Shar says, "LOL, it can be constructed several ways." Q says, "Hey, Cheetah." Shin says, "Can't lose these blue pill blues." Shin says, "Hey, Q, what's up?" Cheetah says, "Thanks for explaining that, Phil." I don't know if I explained it to the best of my ability, but it is what it is. And I got to go get another thing that I was going to show off. The other things in here. I have to show this off, guys. Q says, "Not too much, Shin bro, taking it easy. The Humongous Blu-ray is going for $125 on eBay. I figured as much." What's up, James Gype? Thumbs up. Everyone go visit James Gype's channel. He puts out amazing content and does quite a few live streams. Thank you so much, James, for popping in. Shin says, "Phil has a platoon of Stay Puft Marshmallow Soldiers on his shelf." Yes, I do. Some are on the floor, actually. I had to move a couple Stay Puffs to get to these DVDs. This came in yesterday. I hate touching it because it's like the box is made of material, and I assume it could get dirty fast. But this is the Midsommar director's cut from A24. Kind of like a box set of Midsommar director's cut. This is a beautiful, beautiful set. And I mean, compared to the size of an average DVD, this thing is like massive. And you see how big it is there. And the book slides out. The book also is kind of like a material, so would get dirty very, very fast. Inside the front cover, you have where the Blu-ray goes. The Blu-ray is currently in my PS4 right now. This thing is just under 3 hours long, so I made it an hour and a half in last night, and I plan on finishing it at some point today. But comes with a huge book here. I'll just quickly fan through. There is some questionable pictures and artwork. I'll try and skip the naughty bits here. But just a fantastic, fantastic set. All artwork that's seen in the movie on the walls of the place where they stay. So that is the Midsommar A24 box set, and it's got this great Great imagery of the bear on fire on the back. If you've seen the movie, it should make sense to you. But yeah, it goes in like that. Midsommar director's cut. So that is that shown off. James Gype, thumbs up. Shin says, I already read that. Sam says, afternoon, Uncle Phil. How you doing, bro? I'm good, Mr. Sam. I commented on one of your YouTube videos. Don't know if you got that or not. Let me know in the chat. Shin says, sup, Sam Black. Shin says, very nice packaging. Q says, sweet set Phil. Sam says, hey, old school. Cheetah says, hey, Sam. Q says, just joined your channel. James Gype. Yeah, give James Gype some love. Sam says, hi, Cheetah. Sam says, hi, Q reviews. Hi, Q's reviews. How you doing, bro? Shin says, where's the bearskin human scarecrow? Sam says, how you feeling now? I'm good. Q says, doing way better, brother. Thanks for asking. Much appreciated. Happy face. Sam says, good, man. Glad to hear it. 81 says, does the director's cut of Midsommar have any additional gore, or is it just character development? I'm pretty sure there's a little few seconds of extra gore. Sam says, I did see the comment. I'm glad to hear it, Sam. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hey, isn't that Devon Graham? What's up, Andrew? Hey there, Phil. And it looks like a, what is that? A steak and flowers? Thanks for my steak and flowers. Andrew, I'm getting a huge director's set today. So stay tuned to my channel for an epic unboxing of grand proportions. Matt Costello has arrived from the UK. He says, great channel, love from the UK. Thank you so much, Matt. I love the UK. Amazing place. Shin says, wish I could stay. Got a jet. A lot to do with digging myself and my neighbors out. Have a good one. All be well and stay safe. Shin, thank you so much. Be careful shoveling. Lift with your arms and not your back. Q says, just joined your channel, 81 Oak Ridge. Andrew says, hell yeah, I will be there. Thank you so much. Q says, bye, Shin. Cheetah says, be safe, Derek. Sam says, take care, old school. 81 says, thank you very much, Q. Next up, one of my favorites. Identity with John Cusack, Ray Liotta, and Amanda Peet. You hardly ever hear about this movie, but it's fan-frickin-tastic. Kind of almost reminds me of like an M. Night Shyamalan type movie that once you know the twist ending, it's not as strong, but I mean, every time I watch this, I love it. What if every choice we ever make was already made for us? What if there really were no coincidences in life and our destinies were already predetermined? 10 strangers with secrets are brought together in a savage rainstorm. A limo driver, John Cusack, an 80s TV star, a cop who is transporting a killer, a call girl, a pair of newlyweds, and a family in crisis. All take shelter at a desolate motel run by a nervous night manager. Relief in finding shelter is quickly replaced with fear as the 10 travelers begin to die one by one. They soon realize that if they are to survive, they'll have to uncover the secret that has brought them all together. Identity, John Cusack. It's a good one. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Foxy Lady Indoors says, hi, Phil. How are you? You don't want to be in the UK right now. I'm sure I don't. I wish I could be underground 100 feet living in a oxygen safe getaway. Q says, not a problem, my friend. Love to help support. Now It's Dark has arrived. What is up? Hello, everyone. Hi, Phil. What is up? Now It's Dark. I need that. Lonely Girls. I don't know. Lonely Girls. Is it Lonely Girls? The Lonely Ones. Is it The Lonely Ones? The Loved Ones. The Loved Ones. I believe I saw that in one of your pictures there. I need that movie in my collection. So let's try and make that happen. Thank you so much for dropping by. Now It's Dark. Hope you can stay for some fun. Sam says, hi, Now It's Dark. 81 says, I just subbed to you as well. The Q's reviews. Hey, isn't that Devon Graham? Phil, have you ever seen the found footage film Area 407? I saw a trailer on super old DVD the other day and kind of want to know if it's worth watching. I've not seen a movie called Area 407, but it sounds interesting. And any found footage, alien, abduction, anything, I am all in. Cheetah says, just scored a copy of Identity about 3 weeks ago. That's amazing. Foxy Lady Indoors says, Sam makes us a brew. Nice. Okay. Q's Reviews says, thanks so much, my friend. Much appreciated. Foxy Lady Indoors, I'd rather be in space. Yeah. Have Cheetah says, hey, a dark. Q says, hey, and Now It's Dark. Cheetah says, Area 407 is an IFC midnight film. It's great. Okay. There you go. Thanks, Cheetah. I will grab a copy. Foxy Lady Indoors says, LOL. I'm going to take a screenshot of that movie you're talking about, Area 407. There's Tape 407, and then Area 407 Part 2. Let's see if this has an alternative title. Oh, also known as Area 407. And I guess there's a part 2. Half Cheetah Will View says, a kitten coming out of a box. I know what you did last summer. I didn't do much last summer. Comes with a one sheet with a write-up. Blah, blah, blah. This is one of those old school widescreen on one side of the disc, standard on the other side of the disc. Remember when they did that? Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sarah Michelle Gellar star with Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Philippe, and Jean Galecki in this terrifying tale of a body that just won't stay dead. After an accident on a winding road, 4 teens make the fatal mistake of dumping their victim's body into the sea. But exactly 1 year later, the dead man returns from his watery grave, and he's looking for more than an apology. I know what you did last summer is a pure fright machine that scares the hell out of you. I know what you did last summer. Jonathan Davis, what's going on? Looking forward to that killer unboxing later on. Phil, I have the DVD of Extra, which just released on Blu-ray. I have multiple Blu-ray releases of Extra. It's fantastic. One of my favorites. I have the, if you see right there, the Extra statue from Platinum Cult Edition of the Extra Alien. Weighs like 10 pounds. Crazy. Q's Reviews says, I think Area 407 is free on YouTube. Free on YouTube! I still Know What You Did Last Summer. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Brandy, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Mekhi Phifer star in this screamer sequel to the blood-chilling box office hit I Know What You Did Last Summer. Remember Ben Willis? He's the fisherman who killed the boy who was driving the car when it went off the road in the fatal accident that killed his daughter, Sarah. He's the man in the slicker with a hook in his hand, ready to exact bloody justice. Well, he's back. It's hard to forget a man who refuses to die. Once again, we have liner notes on a one sheet. We got a widescreen one side, standard on the other. We have I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And then, of course, we also have I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. And this one says, a group of teenagers is terrorized in this latest installment of an I Know What You Did Last Summer series. When a July 4th prank results in the accidental death of one of their best friends, the teens swear to never tell a single living soul about their involvement. Their friendship is tested when they receive threatening messages suggesting someone else might also know what truly happened that fateful summer evening. I'll always know what you did last summer. Everyone's saying hello to Now It's Dark. Q's Reviews says, I think Area 407 is free on YouTube. Jonathan Davis says, that's awesome. Foxy Lady Indoors says, have Cheetah will view nice looking cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Says Cheetah. Q says, I believe Tomorrow Shutter is going to have a Creepshow holiday special. I heard that. I think it's animated. Cheetah says, thank you, Paladin is quite the ham. And don't forget to drink your Diet Coke. This stream is no way sponsored by Diet Coke, but I wish it was. So Diet Coke, if you're out there, support local YouTubers. John says, what's up, Phil's Creepy Vids? Not much. Project Ellsworth. Everyone right now go to Project Ellsworth's channel. Give him a visit. Show his channel some love. And let's help get him to 100 times 10. 1,000. You all know what I'm saying. Cheetah says, hey, John. Jonathan Davis says, I know what you did last summer trilogy set just released in Blu-ray box set. I know, I still have to pick that up. Next, this movie is highly recommended by me, and it's called Intruders. And I believe Now It's Dark just picked this up at like a Dollar Tree haul or some dollar store haul that they just did. I did see that they received a copy of Intruders. Out of all those movies that Now It's Dark just got in that video, I highly recommend they watch this one first. And it says, Anna suffers from agoraphobia so crippling that when a trio of criminals break into her house, she cannot bring herself to flee. But what the intruders don't realize is that the agoraphobia is not her only psychosis. Watch Intruders, Now It's Dark. I need the loved ones. There is a loved ones unrated version. That would be the one that I'd say I really need, but I'd be just happy with any copy. The loved ones. Unrated? Unrated Blu-ray. Includes digital copy. Can't find your location. All right. Screw you, Best Buy. Anyways. I got it at the Dollar Tree. We do not have Dollar Tree in Canada. David says, hi, Q, Patrick, John, Jim, everyone. John says, yo, Dave. John says, I have a copy, I believe, Phil. Ooh, the loved ones. John says, I will definitely check today and let you know. Ooh, I'm excited. I do not have it on Blu-ray. The Loved Ones was my first Region B Blu-ray. It went hand in hand with the purchase of the player. That movie is kind of my spirit animal, to be honest. Fox! Michael says, we need mail, LOL. Tex and Jack Potter Slots says, yo, hey, Phil. Everyone go check out Tex and Jack Potter Slots, especially if you're into watching YouTube videos of slots being played, which I am. And their channels need a lot of love right now due to the fact that a lot of casinos are still closed. And some of these YouTubers can't fly to Vegas anymore and do their videos. So please support slot machine videos. Sam says, message retracted. Sam says, I just sub Project Ellsworth's channel. Project Ellsworth says, thank you, Sam. Everyone go visit Project Ellsworth's channel. Show it some love. Hit the buttons. You know what to do. Q's Review says, just joined your channel, Creepy Calvin. Sam says, you're welcome. Michael says, Phil, love your channel, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I hope you guys enjoy hanging out with me and keeping me company, just like I like to keep you guys company, if that makes sense. What are we at? 33. This is one of those movies that I always want to watch, but whenever I watch it, it gives me a really uneasy feeling. It's not really like a gross out feeling or a scared feeling, because I don't really get scared of movies, but I always feel sick to my stomach after watching it for some reason. And it's called Isolation. Isolation is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I do love it a lot. It's just some of the stuff in here is just so out there that I don't know. It's like a cow is having a breech birth of a calf, and then they find that there's like parasitic monsters living in the cows due to like fertility experiments or something that they're doing. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched this, but I know every time I do, it kind of leaves me feeling dirty. And it says, on a dark winter's night, aberrant screams of agony fill up the air. Something has gone terribly wrong, and 5 unwilling people find themselves trapped in a remote, desolate farm. Over the next 35 hours, we slowly learn the shocking truth. The biotech experiment gone nightmarishly wrong. The awful reality of what has been done, and the possibility that the 5 people may never escape. I can read really well. It's just the printing on these and the darkness against the orange is like so small that I struggle to make out what is printed, but I am a very good reader, guys. This is Isolation. It's pretty much what everyone's been feeling lately. Isolated. John says, I hope you're feeling better. Q. David says, everyone please visit Creepy Calvin and show him some love. That's very well said, David. And welcome, David, to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're always welcome here. John says, Calvin deserves more subs. Q says, I'm doing really good, feeling 90% more like myself, but still got to take it easy. David says what he said. Ollie Uncut has entered into the fun from Germany. And just so everyone knows, Ollie Uncut recently renovated his entire space, built new shelves, LED lighting in the shelves, looks fantastic. He just recently, yesterday, I believe, put up a new video of the display that he's made in his house. Of his horror collectibles, new shelves, new flooring. Like, he renovated the whole place. Looks amazing. Congrats, Ollie. Everyone go check that video out on Ollie Uncut. He has an amazing collection, that guy. David says, I'm a very excellent driver. Cheetah says, Calvin has a nice haul video. Q says, hey, Ollie. Next up, a documentary, John Carpenter, Fear is Just the Beginning. I believe I gave my other copy of this to Boogeyman Ben in a trade box because I already had this, and then I got one in a freight crate. So I gave him the new one. One of the great maverick directors of the past 25 years, John Carpenter changed the face of horror in action with a string of worldwide hits. A true Renaissance man, he writes, produces, and scores his films, as well as proven himself with over 35 films for the big screen and television. From his breakthrough classic Halloween, one of the most successful independent features ever made, to such audience favorites as The Thing, Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, They Live, Prince of Darkness, and many, many more. You'll learn the entire story in this fascinating documentary featuring interviews with more than a dozen of Carpenter's collaborators and stars. This entertaining and enlightening portrait covers his dazzling career from early cult favorites like Assault on Precinct 13 and Dark Star to his biggest studio films. John Carpenter, Fear is Just the Beginning. Casey's asking, how do I get a Fright Crate? You order it on the 1st of every month at midnight at www.frightcrate.net. The 1st of every month, the beginning day at midnight, as soon as the clock strikes midnight at the first day of the month, go to www.frightcrate.net and order yourself a Fright Crate. Ollie says, thanks for watching my life, friend. No problem. Heart swirly, happy face. Night Fright Talk Show says, happy face, thumbs up. Hello, horror community. Welcome, 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 Night Fright Talk Show. You are most welcome here. Creepy Calvin says, thanks, guys. See you, Phil. Peace out, Creepy. Q says, take care, Calvin. Casey says, how do I get a Fright Crate? www.frightcrate.net. Q says, just joined your channel, Night Fright Talk Show. Happy face. Night Fright Talk Show says, have you seen the movie Gate? Yes, I have. I have it on Blu-ray. Andrew says, Phil, I'm not sure if I've asked you yet, but would really love for you to join my new trivia night stream sometime. They are on Saturday evenings. We are doing the Friday the 13th franchise right meow. Right meow. Yeah, just give me the deets and send me a message or something. I usually do coast to coast, and I usually also have UFC, but I'm sure one of these Saturday nights will be open for me to join in the fun for sure. That sounds like a great time. Thank you so much for the invite. And also, I wanted to tell Andrew, if he is still in the chat, that those, what are they called? Brand new Possession sets went live. And even though I already have the super duper deluxe Mondo Possession, is it Mondo? I don't know. It's got a big M on it. Anyways, big Possession set. I already had that. Another company in France, I believe, or French, released another Possession set. I ordered the deluxe edition, so that is coming to me at some point as well. I think I heard you asking about it on the Instagram post. Q's Reviews says, really want to see that John Carpenter DVD. Night Fright says, thanks, Q. Did I sub you? Andrew says, I will, brother, anytime. We'd love to have you. That would be awesome. Q says, LOL, I have no idea. YouTube is being weird and not showing all my subs. Andrew says, I'm hoping they'll put it on the Diabolic DVD soon. I tried to order, but I couldn't get it to translate to English near checkout, and I was too busy to stop and figure it out. LOL. Yeah, there was a little bit of language barrier there, but I figured it out and got my email confirmation that I have actually ordered it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It should look good beside the other deluxe edition I have of Possession. Why do I need so many deluxe editions? I have a problem. Joyride 123. My boy Larry gave me this in a trade box. He was at Walmart, I think, and they had this on for like, I don't know, $6.99 or something. And we were doing a trade box, and he was scanning all the DVDs saying, like, any of these you need, Phil? And I said, yeah, I need that Joyride 123 set. So this comes with Joyride, Joyride 2, and Joyride 3, all on their own separate discs, which is pretty cool. Buckle up for nonstop thrills and chills with the horror film trilogy that takes road rage to a whole new level. Steve Zahn, Paul Walker, and Lily Sobieski are stalked by a vengeful trucker in Joyride, the one that started it all. Then in Joyride 2, Dead Ahead, after their car breaks down in the desert, four friends must find a way back to civilization while trying to escape Rusty Nail's wrath. Finally, in Joyride 3, Roadkill, a group of street racers take a shortcut to terror as Rusty taunts and terrorizes them with deranged delight. That is Joyride 123. It's crazy. Thank you, Larry, for that one. Always appreciate Larry. Where am I now? Q says, thank you so much. Q says, love Joyrides. Gang, hello, gang. Hello, host. Good morning. Hello, good afternoon. Casey says, Joyride sounds cool. Cheetah says, just joined your channel, Devin. Q says, hey, you gang. Now it's dark. Still in the house, which is awesome. Says, at Q's Reviews, I found the Wild Eye TV app on Roku. Thanks for the mention in your video. That's amazing. Night Fright says, I'm disappointed in Walmart taking all movies out and buying them online. I like to look at a movie and check the backside info. Jonathan says, hey, Phil, if you haven't already seen these, I suggest checking out The Children, which I own on DVD, and Jackals, which I own on Blu-ray. So, yep, seen both of those. Gang says, hello, we reviews. Interweb Kaiju has joined. They say, hey, Phil. Q says, hell yes, now it's dark. Glad you're able to find it, and it's not a problem. Ging says it's morning here in the Philippines. Host, hee hee hee. Cheetah says, kaiju alert, kaiju alert. Next up, and very fitting. Just Before Dawn matches my shirt, showing off a DVD that I'm wearing the shirt for, which is super cool for some reason to me. This is Just Before Dawn. I also have this on Blu-ray. But this is the unearthed horror from the director of Squirm. And this is the 2-disc special edition. So I decided to keep this in my collection, even though I have already upgraded it. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite movies. Unearthed horror classic from director Jeff Lieberman. 5 youths set out for a weekend camping excursion to drink, frolic, and look into a piece of isolated land one of them has inherited. Despite ominous warnings from various locals about demons in the wilderness, they seek farther into the foliage. Beautifully shot, extremely eerie, featuring acclaimed actor George Kennedy, which I have a little figure for. And the most demented murder since Jason Voorhees. I don't know about that. Prepare yourself for a horrifying tale that will make you wonder, will any of them survive those dark hours just before dawn? So that's Just Before Dawn, guys. I hope you watch that movie because it's incredible. Q's Reviews says, hey, Interweb. Gang says, hello, I am done to live streaming, host. I'm lying in the bed now, host. Interweb Kaiju says, hey, Cheetah Q, everyone. Gang says, 16 thumbs up, host. Thank you so much to the 15 people watching. Thank you so much for the 16 thumbs ups. If you are one of the people watching and you have yet to thumbs up this live stream, please think about doing it. Ging says, heart-shaped happy box thing. Ging says, I love the way you speak, Phil. Thanks. Ging says, hello, Interweb Kaiju, Project Ellsworth. How you doing, Kaiju? Ging says, hello, Jonathan Davis. Jonathan Davis. Q says, not a problem, Phil, brother. Love your live streams. Thank you. Thank you for loving something that I do in life. 1 super chat bell for that. Just wondering if anyone still jumps out of their seats watching a horror movie. LOL, I did on a couple movies. LOL. I don't know if I'd say I ever jump out of my seat. Ging says, thank you, Q's Reviews. David says, take care. Takes a lot to scare me anymore. John says, I still jump here and there. Jump for my love. Jumping. Feel my touch. Kaiju says, I've never seen Just Before Dawn, so I'll add it to the list. Finally watch Extra. Phil, you were right. Good stuff. Extra. Sam says, nah, I'm a goth. Films don't scare me. This is The Keep. First time on DVD. This is one of those obscure movies that never got proper release. It says, tonight they will all face the evil. Directed by Michael Mann, this cult classic is finally available to own on DVD. A one-of-a-kind gothic thriller. The Keep combines elements of horror, romance, and the supernatural in a World War II setting, featuring an atmospheric music score by Tangerine Dream. The Keep stars Scott Glenn, Jurgen Prochnow, Robert Prosky, and Ian McKellen. Doesn't it star, what's his name too? Gabriel Byrne. I think Gabriel Byrne's in this as well, maybe. The Keep, first time ever on DVD. Still doesn't have a proper Blu-ray release, but one can always hope. King says, hello, Night Fright. John says, I think the film has to be made well enough to draw me in. Cheetah says, I don't get scared, but I still get disturbed by some films. Jonathan Davis says, hello, gang. David says, might as well jump. Night Fright says, gang, hello, heart. Gang says, thank you, Jonathan Davis. Kaiju says, hey, John Gang. Hey, John Gang. Killer Tomatoes Strike Back. This is Killer Tomatoes Part 3. Cheesy stuff when good vegetables go bad. So it goes Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which I have on Blu-ray. Return of the Killer Tomatoes, which I have on Blu-ray. Then you have Part 3, Killer Tomatoes Strike Back. And it says they may be full of vitamin C, but they're also, well, vicious. And Dr. Gangrene, a crazed scientist, is using them to take over the world, responsible for the near annihilation of humanity in the past. Gangrene now launches a tomato PR campaign on a trashy talk show. Fortunately, the professor's plot for world domination is failed by hard-bitten detective Lance Doyle, who doesn't believe in killer tomatoes, although his gorgeous associate, a tomatoologist, is determined to make him a believer, and she's got just the tomato to do it. Killer Tomatoes Strike Back. Good cheese. Ging says, message retracted. Cheetah says, Night Fright, we just joined your channel. Casey says, Killer Tomatoes is crazy. Interweb Kaiju says, they should make a new Killer Tomatoes to complete with Killer Donuts and Killer Pinatas. Ging says, hello, Cheetah. Cheetah says, it's all about Santa Jaws, Phil. I've watched Santa Jaws. Night Fright, have Cheetah, thanks. I'll look at your channel and sub. MKF30 says they should do Killer Tomatoes versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space. What's up, Phil? My dad once saw a sign outside a video store, Attack of the Meatballs from Alcatraz, the way they had the sign, LOL. Ging says, Interweb Kaiju, hello, nice to meet you all here. Ging says, hello, MKF30. The voice is going, guys. The voice is going. The girl who was the lead in Killer Tomatoes 2 went to my high school. I graduated with her sister. That's amazing. Return of the Killer Tomatoes, the one that they're interested in. She's a very pretty girl. Cheetah says, hello, gang. I popped in on one of your streams. Loved your setup. MKF30 says, hi, gang. Gang says, Night Fright Talk Show. Killer Tomatoes eat France. You'll never go veg again. As you can see from the back, this is total cheese. Fun nonetheless. The razor-toothed tomatoes return in Killer Tomatoes Eat France, and this time they're craving French food. Filmed in France, the juicy plot unfolds as the evil Professor Gangrene and his bumbling henchman Igor create a new strain of tomatoes to devour the country. Only a young American tourist claiming to be Michael J. Fox and his girlfriend, who's one hot tomato herself, can stop them. The battle rages from the dungeon of France's newest tourist attraction, Igor's really big castle, to a Ben-Hur-style car chase around the Arc de Triomphe and a heavy metal rock riot at the Louvre. Killer Tomatoes Eat France. Hey, MKF brother, pound. MKF30, hello all there. Happy face. Hey Q, how are you? Glad you're doing better, dude. Gang says, thank you, Cheetah. Q says, gotta check out these Killer Tomato films. MKF30 says they made toys from Killer Tomatoes. These little rubber ball, if you squeeze them, the mouth would open a little. That's cool. I have a couple customs of Killer Tomatoes, but I'm not going to get them right now. Sam says, I just subbed to MKF30. Q says, thanks, bro. I'm doing so much better. Thanks for asking, Happy Face. We got time for one more before intermission. And we have probably my favorite King Kong. I don't know why, but it's the one with Jeff Bridges, Charles Grodin, and Jessica Lange. As you can see, he's on the World Trade Center in this movie as opposed to the Empire State Building. It says the Big Apple is again besieged by a monstrous King Kong. Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange star in this ambitious remake of the 1933 original, which adds a great deal of camp and good fun to the story. Again, the gargantuan ape battles attacking aircraft high above the streets of New York, this time plunging from the top of the World Trade Center to his death amidst thousands of horrified onlookers. King Kong won an Oscar for special effects, and the horror and the thrills are brought anew to another generation in this classic and classy production. This is probably my favorite King Kong. Next, of course, to the black and white original. But yeah, I like this one. No W Guilt, just before dawn. Just before dawn. Anytime Q says MKF30. Cheetah says just joined your channel. Night Fright says Attack of the Killer Donuts was a good movie. Jonathan Davis says they also have Killer Donuts. Foxy Lady Indoors says not seen that one. Cheetah says Jessica Lange never looked better than in her debut. Jonathan says I love that King Kong as well. Yeah, it's probably my favorite King Kong. I think it was Rick Baker in the monkey suit. It was just a guy in a suit for a lot of the shots. Have Cheetah will view if you say Killer Donuts 3 times. Hobbs Horror will appear. Killer Donuts. Killer Donuts. Killer Donuts. Come on, Hobbs. Let's get to it. All right, guys. Quick intermission here. Give myself a little break. See if any mail is at my front door. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, SC in the chat if you would like, and I will be back in 3 minutes and 152 seconds. So hold on tight. Oh. What's up, guys? I'm back. For the second half of the show. Where are we here? Sam says, just sub cheetah. Night Fright says, take your time. Sam says, pee break. Interweb says, I couldn't make it through Killer Donuts. Foxy Lady Indoors says, quick run. MKF30 says, hey, cheetah. Sub to you as well, Sam Black. Oh, I think I subbed to the wrong Sam Black. LOL. Feel free to post your channel so I can sub, buddy. Have Cheetah says, thank you, MKF30. MKF30 says, have Cheetah will view your cute cats you have. Foxy Lady Indoors says, I'm already subscribed to MKF30. Foxy Lady Indoors says, gang is it. Cheetah says, MKF30, he is half Cheetah. Sam says, I left a comment on your channel, MKF30, on your recent vid. Half Cheetah will view says, I just joined your channel, Sam. Now it's dark. Coming in with the 666 super chat. Thank you so much. Now it's dark. That is highly appreciated. They say it came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. Of course, from the Grinch who stole Christmas. Thank you so much. Now it's dark. That 666 super chat is very, very appreciated. Thank you for helping support the channel. Q says, boom. Q says, LOL, love the Grinch. Quote, Cheetah says, super chat. Roll laughing. Sam says, thanks, Cheetah. Q says, LOL, Cheetah. Cheetah says, you're welcome, Sam. Looking forward to watching your content. Foxy says, damn phone. Cheetah says, the super chat is the best thing about Phil's streams. Always makes me laugh. Now it's dark says, clown. Kaiju says, gang, what happened to all your messages? Sam says, not got many vids up yet, had leads of problems beginning of the year on my channel before someone hacked my channel in March and deleted all my vids. That's horrible. Cheetah says, now it's dark. I really liked how you promote your channel. It's very creative. Yeah, really good editing on Now It's Dark's channel. Sam says, so I had to install VPN on my phone to stop it happening again. Now It's Dark says, thanks. Have Cheetah will view. Make sure to watch tomorrow's video. Q says, welcome back, Phil. Thank you so much. Cheetah says, Sam Black, that sucks. Sam Black says, it's all sorted now, though. Sam says, apparently it was some arsehole in Mexico. Night Fright says, have Cheetah I sub back. Cheetah says, Sam Black, some people have no morals, but happy to meet you. Cheetah says, thank you, Night Fright. Yeah, everyone's getting along with everyone else in the chat. All right. So I guess we're going to get to the second stack here. And I'm going to push right through it, guys. My voice is going, but we'll see how I last. King Kong Lives. Of course, I need to own this, even though it is not the greatest movie of all time. It does, however, have Linda Hamilton in it. They give the King Kong from the last movie I just showed off a heart transplant with a big heart the size of a refrigerator and bring King Kong back to life. They also find a female King Kong. I don't know, it's all over the place. If you thought the beast was dead, think again. In this thrilling sequel to the original smash hit King Kong, scientists discover a way to bring the giant gorilla back to life, if only they can find a blood match. When doctors travel back to the primate's native Africa, they miraculously discover a female of Kong's size just in time. But after the successful transfer, the government learns of the pair and is determined to avoid the bloodshed from the first rampage. Now one doctor committed to saving the two will battle the military in order to keep the magnificent gorillas alive. King Kong lives. Linda Hamilton. King Kong. Night Fright says, we have snow here in Nebraska. I would love to paint it red. LOL. Q says, I love all Kong films. Foxy Lady says, we had sunshine but too cold in UK. And Reddy says, I love your t-shirt. Thank you so much. Just before dawn. This comes from Twisted Tees merch. MKF30 says, nice guys. I also had sub to you too. Foxy Lady Gang says, mega love shout out. Foxy Lady says, thanks MKF30. Sam says, there must be at least 50 Kong films. There's a lot. Unrated director's cut of Laid to Rest. I really need to upgrade these to Blu-ray, but I have yet to do so. Bobby Sue Luther, Kevin Gage, Lena Headey, Jonathan Shea, and Thomas Dekker star in the slasher shocker that takes the killer in a mask movie and rips it a whole new future. A young woman wakes up inside a locked casket with no memory of who she is or how she got there, but once she escapes, the girl will quickly learn that she and everyone she comes in contact with is being pursued by Chrome Skull, an unstoppable maniac armed with a metal skull mask, a shoulder-mounted video camera, and a ferocious appetite for slaughter. Sean Whalen, Lucas Till, and Richard Lynch co-star in this unflinching vision of graphic carnage from writer-director FX master Robert Hall, featuring music by Suicidal Tendencies. That is Foxy Lady Indoors. No, it's not. It's Laid to Rest. Just kidding. Foxy Lady Indoors says, thanks MKF30. Sam says there must be at least 50 Kong films. MKF30 says, nice rocker Funko Pop collection, Sam Black. Yeah, that cat looks half cheetah, half cheetah. Night Fright says, MKF30, I just sub. Foxy Lady says, Ouija Exorcism looks good film. And Reddy, I wonder if they will ever make a third Chrome Skull film. I hope so. Q says, need to see Laid to Rest. Yes, you do. Foxy Lady says, oi, cheek. Cheetah says, thank you, Phil, for letting us join other channels through your chat. No problem. Chrome Skull, Laid to Rest, Part 2. The maniac in the metal mask returns, and this time he's not alone. After his gruesome encounter with the girl with no name, Chrome Skull has to rely on his assistant, Preston, to take care of business. With a growing taste for bloodlust, Preston slashes his way from one gory mess to another. Not to be outdone, Chrome Skull resurges with a massacre on his own that is nothing short of jaw-dropping insanity. Thomas Dekker, Danielle Harris, and Owain Yeoman also star in the bloodiest sequel you'll ever see. I don't know about that. Death Polished. I think there is a double Blu-ray of Laid to Rest 1 and 2, but I don't know. I sleep on some films. Paladin has been clocked at 47 miles per hour. That is Phil. Cry laughing, cry laughing, cry laughing, cry laughing. Sam says, Phil, that's you, mate. LOL. Ging says, mega love shout out. Have Cheetah Will View says, thank you, Ging. I also ordered the new Sam Pop from Spirit Halloween. So I'm excited for the new Sam Pop. Another movie I love is Manhunter. Before there was Silence of the Lambs, there was Manhunter featuring Hannibal Lecter. Played in this one by Brian Cox, and Brian Cox plays a very good Hannibal Lecter. This is the restored director's cut. DiviMax comes with this cardboard slip thing with the chapter listing on the back. It says FBI agent Will Graham has captured the diabolical Dr. Hannibal Lecter, nearly losing more than just his mind in the process. But when Graham is called out of retirement to hunt the psychopath known as the Tooth Fairy, he must once again confront the horrors of Hannibal the Cannibal. If Will Graham enters the mind of the serial killer, can he ever come back? Joan Allen, Dennis Farina, Kim Grice, and Stephen Lang co-star in this shocking thriller directed by Michael Mann and adapted from the novel Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. But be warned, fans and critics alike consider Manhunter to be far superior to The Silence of the Lambs, as well as one of the most unnerving serial killer movies ever made. That is Michael Mann's Manhunter Restored Director's Cut. If you have not seen this and you are a fan of Silence of the Lambs or anything Hannibal the Cannibal, make sure to watch that. David says, I haven't ordered Sam yet. I did just last night. David says, as a big fan, as big a fan I am of Silence of the Lambs. I've only seen pieces of Manhunter. And Reddy says, Manhunter is very underrated. It's my favorite film in the series. Yeah, it's like a tie for me. Sam says, just subbed you DTN2. Q says, Manhunter is fun, but I do like the Red Dragon more for some reason. Plus, I really like Anthony Hopkins more as Hannibal. Ging says, thank you, have Cheetah Will View. Kaiju says, I've never heard of Manhunter. Project Ellsworth says, I just subbed to Now It's Dark. Everyone showing everyone the love. Gang says, watching ads here, host. Now It's Dark says, thank you, John. MKF30 says, I heard the show Hannibal is good. Never watched the show. Matrix Reloaded on DVD. I'm not going to read the backs of these guys. I have the first Matrix on Blu-ray. This is Matrix Reloaded, aka Matrix Part 2. This is a 2-disc something or other. Comes with a 1-sheet with some, I don't know, chapter listings right up on the movie, little stills. Who knows? Cool piano there. I wonder if Keanu knows how to play the piano. Call him Keanu. Part 3, Matrix Revolutions, 2-disc, widescreen, yada, yada, yada. Everyone knows the Matrix movies. I think they're doing a 4th one now and a 5th one. I don't know what they're doing. You got a Coolie Cool there. You got a whole bunch of Meanie Means there. You got the same thing, scene index, yada yada, film stills, yada yada yada, Matrix Part 3. I don't know, for some reason I think they should have just done one Matrix and left it at that. Foxy Lady Indoors says, got it. Sam says, got them all. Half Cheetah says, John is only 7 away from 700. Let's get Project Ellsworth to 700 today. John says, Sam Black, post a link to your channel. I am only seeing a singer named Sam Black, and I'm assuming it's not you. MKF 30, The Matrix 4 is coming next year to HBO Max, along with Godzilla vs. King Kong and Mortal Kombat, among others. Ooh. Cheetah says, join Uncaped Crusaders. What is going on? Craig, Phil and Dad jokes. Michael says, sorry, I'm back. I had a meeting. No worries. Sam says, hang on, Project Ellsworth. Cheetah says, welcome back, Waffles. Kaiju says, I can't believe that Mortal Kombat movie is finally coming out. Been waiting for it for what seems like decades. Q's Review says 3 more Matrix films are on the way, I believe. MKF 30 says, yeah, everyone I see who reacts to Hannibal says they love it. Kaiju says, sad Mortal Kombat Legacy Season 3 never came out. John says, just sub to Heroic Waffles. Heroic Waffles, one of my favorite YouTube names of all time, I think. That is awesome. Cheetah says Mortal Kombat just released an animated movie. Sam says, John, tap in Sam Black Goth Elder. MKF says, yeah, dude, same big MK fan. I heard AMC is pissed because Warner Brothers are releasing their biggest films all on HBO Max. Should be fun. MKF 30 says, yeah, Legacy Season 3 got canned. I forgot why. Ging says, hi, Project Ellsworth, done to you with full package. John says, just sub Sam. Sam says, thanks, brah. Thanks, brah. MKF says, Scorpion's Revenge, fun movie, very gory, LOL. One of those movies I wish I had on Blu-ray, but I think they just released a Blu-ray to this, but I did not buy it. It is called May, starring Angela Bettis, the great, talented Angela Bettis. She's fantastic. May never really fit in. Growing up wearing a pirate's patch to cover her lazy eye did not make things easier. Even as an adult, her best friend and sole companion is a doll until she sees Adam. In awe of his beauty, she pursues a relationship for the first time in her life, but she soon finds out that people are not perfect, only parts of them are. This movie's fantastic. If you have not seen May, you should. Craig says, Phil, what do you think of the new Silence of the Lambs series coming out? Wasn't aware of that, but I will look into it for sure. Ging says, hey, Sam. Foxy Lady says, just sub Project Ellsworth. Kaiju says, I really like May. John says, message retracted. Uncaped Crusaders, so freaking good. I did not know there was a Blu-ray. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a Blu-ray for May just came out recently from, I don't know, some obscure company. Ging says, hey, indoors. John says, I absolutely loved May. Yeah, it's fantastic. Sam says, hi, Ging. Night Fright says, I just subbed to you, DTN2 Horror, thank you. Craig says, super underrated. I agree with that. MKF30 says, what is May about? Okay, thanks. You just answered. LOL. Never saw it, but always saw that movie in Blockbuster. She's hot. LOL. Craig says, blind kids playing with broken glass. Pretty much. David says, thanks, Night Fright. Foxy Lady says, hi, gang. Craig says it's called Clarice, coming to CBS. Ooh, Clarice. I'll take a screenshot of that too. remind myself later. No picture for it yet. And Rebecca Breeds is playing Clarice Starling. David says Clarice series is starting February 11th. John says, I heard about Clarice, immediately thought of you, Dave. Craig says the broken glass was May reference. I got the May reference. I'm just going to check one thing. Give me 2 secs, guys. All right, an early Peter Jackson movie. Peter Jackson's Meet the Feebles. This is pretty much the Muppet Show on acid. Meet the Feebles, a puppet tragedy of gross proportions, relates the fateful events that lead to the infamous Feebles Variety Massacre, a day that rocked the puppet world. Bletch, a cigar-chomping walrus, has his hands full with his cast of egocentric showbiz stars. When you've got an incompetent, panic-stricken fox as a director, a junky knife-throwing frog, and a hare with a fatal disease as MC, things do not look sunny, but Bletch's biggest problem is his star and longtime lover Heidi the Hippo, who suspects that he is having an affair with a Siamese cat named Samantha. With 2 failed suicide attempts and her mental balance totally destroyed, Heidi makes an unannounced entrance center stage. That is Peter Jackson's Meet the Feebles. Really, really well done movie in the vein of The Muppet Show, except a lot raunchier and bloodier. And directed by Peter Jackson, one of his earlier movies. Craig says she is awesome as Clarice. MKF30 says I subbed you Project Nice Stuff Mukbang, always relaxing. David says series starts day after my birthday. David says excited about it. Craig says should be, it is good. John says I have CBS All Access, thank God. Ging says Interweb Kaiji, done to you full package to your channel. MKF30 says, hey Phil, have you heard Garrett Lima, the guy who worked with Trick or Treat Studios on The Good Guy Chucky doll, is working on a budget cheaper doll, probably around $200. He looks like CP1. That's cool. Will be plush, painted eyes, printed clothes. Kaiju says, thank you, gang. Gang says, you're welcome. MKF30 says, never heard of that movie. LOL, just watched Lord of the Rings last night. Peter Jackson is great. Q says, have to see Meet the Feebles ASAP. Yes, you do. Ging says, I watch your ads, friend. David says, Night Fright Talk Show, I return the favor. Project Ellsworth. The earliest Peter Jackson stuff that I know of was Bad Taste and Dead Alive, Brain Dead. I do have both of those on DVD as well. Wickety Split, what's up? Phil, my man, how you been? I've been good. How you been? All right. We got Midnight Meat Train. This has a Ted Raimi in it, I believe, but he doesn't really last too long. Spoiler alert. This is the director's cut of The Midnight Meat Train. This is a bizarre, bizarre movie. Struggling photographer Leon Kaufman's obsessive pursuit of dark subject matter leads him into the path of a serial killer, Mahogany, the subway murderer who stalks late-night commuters, ultimately butchering them in the most gruesome ways imaginable. Midnight Meat Train. Amazing movie. Very gory. There's an eyeball scene that's out of this world. Q says, just joined your channel. Wickedy, happy face. Q says, love the Midnight Meat Train. Really awesome gore in that one. Wickedy says, that shirt you're wearing is awesome. I remember when I watched that movie in the 90s, I remember a specific part where they're driving the RV down the road and one of the killers jumps on the back of the RV. I remember that. Heart thumbs up. Thank you so much. Meat Train is cool, says John. Next, we got Midnight Movie with a lenticular cover. If you can see that there. Midnight Movie, slipcover edition, DVD. At a seedy theater in a sleepy suburban town, a group of friends get together for a midnight screening of an early 1970s horror film, unaware that the director star of the film has something more in store for them than an evening of innocent jolts. Good-natured heckling as the movie begins is replaced with horrifying disbelief when the movie's grotesque villain butchers one of their friends on screen. Will they be able to overcome the killer before they are pulled into his supernatural celluloid world? It's Midnight Movie with a nice lenticular cover there. David says, gotta hop on to more conference calls. Take care all. See you later, David. Sam says, take care, DTN2 ATB. Q says, have to see Midnight Movie as well. Q says, take care, David, brother. John says, later, David. Kaiju says, later, David. Everyone's saying, later, David. Next, we have Monster Man. And I love the villain's truck in this. It's like a Bigfoot truck. And the Monster Man in question does look very monstrous. I like the aesthetic of the monster in this movie. Monster trucks have gigantic wheels, carriages, and steels tons of horsepower and crush anything that stands in their way. On desolate highway I-55, there's one monster truck that gives new meaning to the name. However, it's not just the truck that is monstrous, it's also the driver. When two college buddies driving cross-country stumble across the monster truck's path, they have much more than a bar full of amputee yokels to worry about. Monster Man, and they were supposed to make a part 2 and a part 3 to this, but I don't think it ever came to fruition. Q says the cover of Monster Man sold me. Q says gotta see Monster Man ASAP as well. Lots and lots to watch. LOL. Yes, see Monster Man. You will not regret it. This is a documentary. This is More Brains, A Return to the Living Dead, the definitive Return of the Living Dead documentary. Pretty sure I also have this on Blu-ray. It is a Return of the Living Dead documentary. Dan O'Bannon's outrageous splatter classic, The Return of the Living Dead, has continued to entertain and terrify horror fans for over 25 years with its delicious mix of blood, guts, sex, and punk. Boasting offbeat humor, plenty of attitude, and one of the most memorable zombies ever committed to film, it's easy to see why the film's legacy continues to grow. More Brains, A Return to the Living Dead is the ultimate account of the witty, stylish, and apocalyptic zombie movie. It features for the first time contributions from the main cast as well as clips, photographs, storyboards, publicity materials, conceptual art, archival documentaries, and behind-the-scenes footage. Through this definitive retrospective, fans are finally able to explore the film's journey from the world of Night of the Living Dead to the mind of acclaimed writer director Dan O'Bannon, narrated Brian Peck, guides you through the blood, sweat, and tears as cast and crew look back on their time in the graveyard creating the film that's been called a beauty of a cult classic. More Brains, Return of the Living Dead doc. If you haven't seen it, check it out. A nice glossy art card there with a barrel of trioxin. And then you have your chapter listings card with same art as on front cover. If you haven't watched this documentary, guys, and you like Return of the Living Dead, make sure to give it a watch. It is fantastic. Everyone's saying bye to David. Wickedy Split says, your room is iconic. Seriously, thank you so much. Just a quick pan over of the shelves. I really wish I could find a way to have that as my backdrop, but unfortunately, I have yet to do so. Green Star, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Phil Star Trekker here. Everyone go check out Green Star and support his channel. John says, that Return of the Living Dead doc is awesome. I didn't know that existed. Very, very cool. Yeah, if you haven't seen that doc, John, you need to see that doc. Q says, really got to see this doc. Sounds freaking awesome. You need to see the doc too. Getting to the nitty gritty, guys. Second from the end. Night of the Demons remake with Edward Furlong. Night of the Demons remake starring Edward Furlong, aka Eddie Furlong. Angela is throwing a decadent Halloween party at New Orleans' infamous Broussard mansion, but after the police break up the festivities, Maddie and a few friends stay behind. Trapped inside the locked mansion gates, the remaining guests uncover a horrifying secret and soon fall victim to 7 vicious, bloodthirsty demons. I have multiple copies of the original Night of the Demons, which is far, far superior to the sequel, but I am also okay with this sequel or remake, however you want to say that. And last but not least, Night of the Demons Part 3. This is Part 3 to the original. I have the original and Part 2 on Blu-ray. Part 3, I don't think has ever got a proper Blu-ray release, so I have to deal with the DVD, which is fine. It's Halloween. The gates of Hull House have cracked open once again, and Angela is waiting patiently for her treats. When a group of teens take refuge in the foreboding old funeral home to escape the law, they soon realize their grave error. That is Night of the Demons Part 3. A little Freddy glove action on the back there. Or something. I don't even know. That's my 2 stacks today, guys. Interweb Kaiju says, never knew there was a remake. Yes, there is a remake of Night of the Demons starring Edward Furlong. Ant has joined in the fun. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Send more paramedics. Q's Review says, did not know they made a remake. Hey, Ants. Ant says, hey, Q, how are you feeling? Q says, way better. Thanks for asking. Ant says, you're welcome. I had no idea you had been sick. I'm glad you are better. Q says, love Demons 3. Ant says, happy, happy, happy. Q says, not really sick, had a heart attack. Ant says, well, great to see you doing good. Everyone's doing good today. I do have to actually take a pee break. So I'm going to have my quick second intermission here right now. And hopefully you guys can play nicely amongst yourselves. I'll leave Pennywise there to stay watch over you all. And I'll be back in 3 minutes and 162 seconds. So play nice, guys. Play nice. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Thank you, Mr. Pennywise, for taking care of business. This light needs new batteries. All right. Got 10 minutes to catch up on the chat here. Ant says, well, great to see you're doing good. Ant says, oh no, not the evil clown. Send more paramedics. Says, Project Ellsworth says, what's up, SMP? David says he has the eyes of Jack Torrance at the end of The Shining. Ant says, hey, John, I just watched one of your videos. Sam says, next week I'm going to do my top 10 horror movies on my channel, so look out for that. I definitely will. I have your bell on. Ant says, loaded fries looked good. John says, very cool. Which one? Q says, LMAO-DT, so true. John says, Arby's. Ant says, brisket sandwich and fries. Arby's. John says, it was pretty tasty. Now it's dark, coming in with another 666. Soup, 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 soup. Super chat. Thank you so much. Now it's dark. Muchly appreciated. Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more from the Grinch. Thank you so much. Now it's dark. Really, really appreciated. That's incredible. John says, not sure where I'll go next week with my wife. Foxy Lady says, now, Sam, you don't have horror DVDs. It is me who has the horror films. Don't forget to ask the boss. Cry laughing. Cry laughing. Q's review says, boom. Ant says that clown doesn't look friendly. Ah ha ha. John says, so you. Interweb Kaiju says, I never understood the memes that are like, who's keeping Arby's in business? They're good. Q says, another awesome Grinch quote, happy face. John says, are you feeling much better, Q? Ant says, heavy in the Chevy, LOL. John says, that could mean a few things. John says, but we're too old now, so it really just means eating in Janae's car. Ant says, LMAO. Ant says, yes, we are old farts. Ant says, what happened? I was just 20 the other day. Foxy Lady says, LOL. Night Fright says, well, I gotta go. Looking forward to seeing your videos. Epic one coming today. Stay tuned for that. John says, thankfully, I don't feel my age most of the time. Sam says, SM Paramedics, I can't find your channel. Project says, Night Fright, I am going to go and sub up right now. Q says, yeah, really feeling great, about 90%. Just got to take it easy. Still on my next doctor's appointment. I'm allowed to make vids, thankfully. Ant says, I don't make videos, but I am on Instagram. Sam Black. Pretty sure I have you on Instagram. Let's just double check that. Of course, there's 18,000 Sam Blacks. That's not you. I'll try and find you at some point. Oh, Ant, what's your Instagram? Sorry, I misread that. John says, Night Fright, your channel banner is your name written in blood, correct? Sam says, oh, okay, I don't use Insta. Ant says, I have channel with only one video, LOL. Q says, welcome back, Phil. Happy face. Thank you, thank you. Send more paramedics. I'm pretty sure I'm sub to your Instagram. Yes, I'm following Anthony, yes. Seniors moment. Foxy Lady says, Sam, I let you, but I choose the horror films. Send more paramedics says, you got me, Phil, on Instagram. Yep, figured it out. Foxy Lady Indoors says, Sam is not on it anymore. On Instagram, uno momento. All right. So we're about 4 minutes away from ending this. I implore each viewer of this video to check out the newest video that will be on my channel later today. You will want to see it. You will want to see it. Good new content coming to Phil's Creepy Videos in a few hours. I'm hoping it gets dropped off soon. It is going to be an unboxing of epic proportions. Cheetah says, welcome back, Phil. Thank you so much. Sam, I let you, but I choose the horror films. Ant says, you got me, Phil. Yeah. Paul Phoenix, welcome to the live stream. You're catching the tail end. Hello, boils and ghouls. The tail end of Phil's Creepy Vids live stream on a Thursday afternoon. New content coming to my channel later on today. You won't want to miss it. Q's Review says, just started to follow you on Insta, Ants. Q's Review says, hey, Paul. Paul says, hyped. Sam says, I'll be there. Paul says, I just saw your Facebook message now. Phil was napping. Hope you're feeling better, Paul. And shaking that COVID out of your system. Got to shake that COVID. Much better today. Thank God for that, Paul. I've been thinking about you, buddy. Wishing you well, sending my prayers, doing what I do, and what I can, sending good vibes to the UK. Two weeks recovery time for me almost. I feel good today. That's good. I think you're pretty much through it, Paul, because they say the worst, if the worst comes, it's usually within the first 5 days. Did I forget how to solve a Rubik's Cube? John says, damn, Paul, that's rough. Yes, I wish Corona on no one. Sorry to hear, Paul. Get better, bro. Yes, everyone in the chat wish Paul some good vibes. Wish him well in the chat. Get better, Paul. Let's do a big hashtag. Hashtag get better, Paul, in the chat. It is a Rubik's Cube here. Say one of those speed cubes. I don't really love how loose it is, but I guess it's supposed to make it turn easier or something. Paul says, thanks all. Sam says, is that a Rubik's Cube? Yep. Paul says, anyone remember the Rubik's clock? I don't know. Sam says, classic 80s toy. Cheetah says, feel no much better, Paul. Paul says, you had to get all the needles at 12. Interweb Kaiju, good vibes. Paul Phoenix, what is a Rubik's clock? Now it's dark says, hashtag feel better, Paul. Sheeta says, hashtag get better, Paul. Paul says Rubik's. Paul says Google Rubik's clock wasn't as big as the cube. Finito. It's finito. So yeah, we're past the 2-hour mark. That's my time. Stay tuned to my channel later on today. An unboxing of epic proportions. Fingers crossed that it does show up and doesn't get taken by someone. But thank you to all who showed up for today's live stream. Thanks to all who are still in the chat. Special shout out to Now It's Dark. Everyone go visit Now It's Dark's channel and show them some love. They have a great channel and are excellent on editing, which I am not. Also, thank you to Now It's Dark for the super chats today, plural. Much appreciated. Thank you for contributing to the channel. And if you like great horror content and you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that sub button. Hit the bell to be notified every time I go live or drop a new video. If you like this video and liked hanging out today, hit the thumbs up button. It helps out with the channel. Thank you to everyone in the chat. I am welcome for hosting. And yeah, take care of each other. Have a great day. Watch some horror movies. And yeah, stay safe, guys. That's my time. Thanks for yours. Have a good one, guys. Peace!